Hi, I'm Rob Kowalski, and today I want to talk to you about something that often gets misunderstood, but it's crucial to understanding God's design for men, women, and marriage. It's the undeniable fact that men are wired for variety when it comes to women. This desire for variety in men is real. It's how God created us, but it's not random, and it's not just about fulfilling selfish desires. It's purposeful. God put it there for a reason. Just like women have maternal instincts that drive them to have children, even though raising kids requires sacrifice, sleepless nights, and a lifetime of responsibility, men's desire for variety is there to fulfill a specific purpose in God's design. And that purpose is this: to lead, protect, and provide for the many women who want a godly husband. Here's the part that often gets overlooked. God knew there would always be an imbalance between the number of women who want to be married and the number of men who are willing and capable of marriage. Let me explain. Men tend to die earlier than women. They're incarcerated at much higher rates. They're more likely to be addicted to drugs or alcohol or be homeless or to simply live selfish lives that make them unwilling or unable to commit to marriage. All of this creates a massive imbalance, one that we see very clearly today. In the United States alone, there are 2 women for every 1 man in the church. Think about that. For every man who's actively living a godly life and pursuing marriage, there are 2 women hoping for a husband. And that doesn't even include women outside the church who desire a good, committed man. So how does God address this imbalance? By wiring men with a desire for variety, not so they can indulge in lust or casual relationships, but so they are driven to take responsibility for multiple women. Polygyny, the marriage of 1 man to more than 1 woman, is the solution that God designed for this imbalance. But here's where society gets it wrong. Instead of embracing God's plan, we've insisted on monogamy as the only acceptable form of marriage. And because men are still wired for variety, this system has created problems that we can't ignore. Men in monogamy-only cultures still have the desire for more than 1 woman, but the only way to express that desire without destroying their public life or marriage is often through an affair or pornography. And let's be honest, an affair requires no real work or responsibility from the man. He doesn't provide for the woman he's involved with. He doesn't protect her. He doesn't lead her. And it certainly doesn't benefit his wife, his children, or society. In fact, it destroys them. This is why God's design for polygyny is so important. Polygyny isn't about indulging lust. It's about channeling a man's God-given desire for variety into something that benefits everyone involved. In polygyny, a man takes responsibility. He works, he leads, he sacrifices, he provides. It's the only ethical form of non-monogamy that God permits because it honors his design and purpose. But when society rejects polygyny, we're left with chaos. We see broken homes, infidelity, pornography, addictions, and a hookup culture that leaves everybody feeling empty. Monogamy-only marriage, when divorced from God's design, doesn't solve these problems. It often creates them. Now, I know this is a tough idea for a lot of people to process, but let me ask you this. If God didn't design men with a desire for variety, how would the imbalance be addressed? What happens to the millions of women who want to be married but can't find a godly, capable husband because society insists on 1 man for 1 woman? Polygyny isn't easy. It's not about living out fantasies. It's about hard work, sacrifice, and responsibility. But it's also God's answer to a very real problem, a problem he saw coming long before we did. Men, if you're watching this, ask yourself, are you using your God-given desire for variety in a way that honors him? Are you stepping up to lead and take responsibility for the women God puts in your life? Or are you falling into the traps of the world? Traps like adultery, pornography, or meaningless flings. And women, I encourage you to think about this too. If this challenges your perspective, take it to God. Ask him to reveal his truth to you about how he designed men and women to complement each other. God's ways are always higher than our ways, even when they're not popular or easy to understand. And it's time we stopped fighting his design and started living in alignment with it. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, or even if it challenged you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's keep the conversation going. And as always, let's pursue truth together.
Thanks for watching. To end, I have 3 things for you. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. If you'd like to deepen your understanding of biblical marriage, whether that be polygyny or monogamy, and you'd like some personalized guidance, I invite you to apply for our group coaching program and community. Simply fill out the application at the link in the description of this video, and we'll schedule a call. Lastly, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment with your biggest takeaway, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That helps more people seeking biblical truth find this video. Thanks.